Hey everybody, did you leave school with lots of qualifications? I know I didn't, but that's another story. I never actually realised though how important the word qualification would become in later life in my sales career. And it's about that I want to have a quick word with you today. The importance, the absolute imperativeness of qualifying our prospects, and we'll sort of wrap up with why that's so important. But here we go. So qualifying is really no other than making sure that we're speaking to the right type of initially suspect. We want to take people through a process of suspect, somebody we suspect maybe, that's where the suspicion bit comes in, interested in our product or service. And we want to move them up the food chain to becoming a prospect. That's somebody who's actually now qualified themselves and turned into a lead. They're basically saying, yeah, I'm potentially interested if you can do me the right type of deal at the right type of price, so on and so forth. Okay, so what are the things that are around good qualification? Okay, well, obviously there's price, but don't always think that people buy the lowest price, because there's lots of other things that come into the equation. You know, if I'm getting the cheapest price, but I'm not really going to get a good backup service, if backup's important to me, then I might be interested in paying a little bit more and getting a great personalized backup service on the back of that. Timing. Might not be today, but it could be tomorrow, could be next week, could be next year. I could tell you loads of stories where I've seen salespeople, because a deal is not available to be done or a client is not available to, or in the right frame of mind to go ahead today, they've thrown that person's name in the bin. I can tell you lots of instances where I haven't done that. I've kept it. I'm very, very patient. We're playing the long-term game here, and I've picked up loads of business and loads of other benefits as a result of doing that. So make sure, is the timing right, or do we diary forward for a time when the timing? And that's not an excuse about the timing. That's a real timing issue that you find out through skilled and detailed questioning. What else have we got? Social media. Let's see what people are up to on social media. Let's interact with people on social media as well. We find out so much about our prospects and our companies nowadays on social media, and it's a nice, easy way in to start to build a relationship. I think they call it social selling, something like that. You're not actually selling through Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram, but you're using these things as backup tools. Just in the same way, if you were selling on the phone a few years ago or face to face, you might have used a fax machine as a backup. You might have used a courier as a backup. You might have then started using email as a backup. So all these things are here to help, but social media can be really good in terms of qualifying that we're speaking to the right prospects at the right time. Desire. How much do they really want your product or service? I've got need up there as well. There will be a direct and proportionate correlation between their desire and their need. So find that out quickly. Qualification, guys, is all about good, detailed questioning. That's all it's about. Qualifying that we're speaking to the right people, and back on the money as well. Yeah, people don't always buy on price, but find out from people if they've got the money, because they might have the need, they might have the desire, they might love you, love your company, your products and services, but if they can't afford to pay for it, they're about as much use to us as a chocolate kettle. So let's find out. What else have we got here? The source. What's the source of that prospect that you're talking to, or that suspect? I would urge you, and this is the craziest thing in the world that I see time and time again, is salespeople, or so-called salespeople, who don't get referrals. A prospect who has been sourced from another satisfied customer, where there's already a relationship between those two people or those two entities, if it's a company, is over 70% more likely to convert into a paying client or customer for you and me than any other source. I don't care whether it's come from social media, from blogging, from an advert in the Sunday Times, from an advert on the television that's cost you 25 grand. If it's a referral where there's already a trusted relationship in place, then I'm telling you, get those referrals, guys. It's a schoolboy error not to ask for them. So that's all the sort of thing that we talk here about. One more thing, consequences. So qualifying our prospective client, let's talk to them about the consequences. If they've established that the timing's good, that the need and the desire is there, and that they've got the money, let's encourage them to take action, because we all know that people don't like to make decisions in a hurry. But let's make our prospects, without being all scary, which is not a fair game, but let's make them fully aware and let them tell us the consequences of procrastinating on taking that action. Let's just make sure that's abundantly clear. And once someone's then fully qualified, that person is, of that company is a great lead, guys. So you've got to get qualification down to a T. Qualification really underpins sales. You can have the best salesman in the world, the best saleswoman, the best salesperson, if you want to be gender neutral. You can have it all. But if you're trying to put square pegs in round holes, you're going to struggle. So get people properly qualified, because, you know, most sayings are true, apart from those two silly sayings about selling sand to Arabs and ice to Eskimos. It just doesn't happen. I'm Steve Q. Please give us a like or a comment, share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.